And you find an idea on there. Hiya everyone. Welcome to Thursday. I forgot to put all the lights on. I sat here in the dark listening to my book. We're doing fabric paper chains today, like that. Fabric and wool. So we've got a few to show you, but before we get on there, White Gecko gone live. Is that what the mine goes off? We've got a couple of things to show you. We've got a load of these. We've put these now on for £2 a panel. You can red work them, you can embroider into them, you can do applique. Sarah's gone through the applique with you. We can go through that again if you want. You could make, if you bought two, you could make a tote bag. Anything like that. Table mats. So you cut them in two and you get table mats. I can't remember how they're cut. I thought they were cut long. Yeah, they're cut long that way. That, you know, so that you get a long piece. But, you know, there's all sorts of things that you can do with these. We also have them as packs. But we're going to sell these off at £2 each if you fancy one to play with. We've got Christmas holidays coming up and you're going to want to be with the family. And half of you, I know, don't like sitting there not doing anything. So a little bit of hand stitching would be nice. You could make cushions. They'd be all right for, you know, when we did those mitts for pulling stuff out the oven, you could back those with the insulated wadding. Oh, ideas are endless. Right, we're going to start a little pile down here. We also have bundles of these wool, right? So you've got a ton of colours in there. There's 10 in all, and these are down to £8. These are going to be like our deal of the day. You'll be able to see the chains that we've been doing. You'll be able to see the need for something with all these colours. But again, toys, pom-poms for the top of hats, all that. £8. That means you're basically getting them £1 each and 2 free, because I can't do the maths of £8 divided by 10. So it's 80p, wouldn't it? Yeah, that would be easy. Haha, look at that. I did maths in my head. So they work out at 80p each, or £1 each and 2 free. I prefer that. You get 2 free. Right, who's there, Drew?
We've got Caroline, we've got Heather, we've got Eileen, Wendy, Natalie, Ellie, Katie, Claire, Jean.
Hi everyone. That's loads.
Oh, and Linda.
Oh, and Linda.
Of course.
And Linda, of course. Hey, Linda, how's your finger? I saw the picture of that, the needle going through your finger. That's gross. Pretty gross. Right. We also had new batiks in. And you know how excited I get about batiks. These are beautiful. So, what's best? Where's best for these now, Drew? Look at these. I mean, if you're a batik lover, they're beautiful. If you're not a batik lover, go for Liberty. That's due in soon. I noticed they were sending us emails out again about Liberty. So it can't be long. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Even if you don't like a batik, how's that for a background? I just love it. Look at that. It's amazing. So Sarah turned around and said, oh, it's a bit late for Halloween. Why would that just be Halloween? I mean, I buy the batiks because I love them. And it doesn't matter to me whether you like them or not. I do. However, buy them. And then you've got a rainbow one. There always has to be a rainbow one. These are mine. These are going home with me. They're just going to fall into my bag. So these are now on the website. I left the shop to come over here and left Sarah putting them on the website. So I think these will be £13 a metre. Don't quote me on it, but I think they're £13 a metre. So that's that. And the next thing before we get to our paper chains is the challenge post. So you all sent in pictures of your man things, and so we thought we'd do fat quarter bundle for the winner. These are the fabrics that Sarah was using. Oh,
it is actually National
I've picked up another one. Look
thing.
at that. It's National what?
Man's Day, Men's Day, whatever it is.
National Man's Day. What can you do for your man that you don't already do? I mean, I suppose I could cook for Dave because he normally does the cooking, so that would be a start off. Hopefully he's not there and getting ideas. So those are the fabrics that we are doing for the challenge post. So let's make, there was quite a lot of you, so there were some good ideas there. Drew, we can blame it on Drew then. Here we go. And the winner is Claire Hodges. Well done, Claire. I can't remember what it was that you sent. I remember looking at all of them and thinking, I like that idea. Just need the time. So that is yours. So we'll get that in the post to you this afternoon, hopefully. Right. Paper chains. Any questions so far?
No, Linda says it's fine, thanks. Just having a bit of a drama queen moment.
Well, don't blame you. That went in quite a lot. And with your new needles too. I feel like one of those magicians or the clowns. That's a bit disappointing, isn't it? Right. Okay. Put these here so that I can reach them.
Careful, say you're knocking the mirror.
Oh. Okay, so I've done 4 different ones. Well, I did 3. Sarah did 1. So Sarah knitted us one. Look at that! How cool's that? It looks like Father Christmas came apart. And you've got buttons on this one. Now, the nice thing about these is you can put them together in all sorts of different ways, so that you could do them so that the kids put them together. So you could put ribbons on them or Velcro. Now I had Velcro dots. Now they're sticky dots. They really stick well. But I put sticky dots on those. So you could do that. You can sew them together. I used cam snaps on mine. There's the odd one. There it is. So I've put cam snaps on there. So what we're going to do is we're going to sew one of these. I'm going to talk you through it, and we're going to put a cam snap on it. Okay. I think with the sticky dot Velcro you could manage that all on your own. The other thing you could use is hot glue and put them together. Now this one, sorry Drew, this one is just cut out because it's felt. There's no sewing, so you could do this with the kids. I don't know whether you have those scissors that have all different wavy lines. You could do that with all the different ones. I've got some somewhere. I just didn't go and look for them. But putting them together. This knitting, Sarah put 40 stitches, cast on 40 stitches, did 10 rows and then cast off. I mean, that's really easy. And if you used like a variegated wool, you could just keep going with the same, you know, if you're trying to make a theme. It doesn't have to be Christmas. She didn't do a buttonhole, she just sewed a button on and then pushed it through one of the holes. That's that one. We're going to go through the fabric. The crochet one, now I chained 30, did 3 rows of what they're called, trebles. You could do a fan on some of them. You could do like an edge. You could do them like, you know, the headpieces that you were putting on the back of when we were doing the mask ones and we did the crocheted ones, and you do a line and then you crochet around. You could do that as well. The thing is endless. I think you need to be roughly between 8.5 and 10 centimeters long. That's what I reckon you need. I've tried all sorts of sizes and they just didn't work. So that's the crochet ones. What I've done with this as well is, after I've done the chain, I've attached it, you know, slip stitched it together and actually crocheted it into the next one, so they're not detachable, they're all together. Okay, fabric. I tried all sorts of things, right? I thought 1.5 inches is enough, I think, is wide enough. What did I do with that one? I think it's wide enough at the end. Okay, that's just over 1. So between 1.5, you don't want them any wider than 1.5. So I thought 3 inches. I could chain piece them all down here, all like that, cut them and then turn them out the right way. Well, I tried that, and because you've only got a single piece of fabric, I thought I'll interface it. Do you think I could turn it out? I just ended up with this mess. So I abandoned that idea and I decided, you know how you make a strap for a bag? Now, you could, here we go. So I've cut it at 5 inches. As you can see, it's not dead straight. I just got my rotary cutter and just went up the imaginary lines. Okay, now you could put a piece of interfacing on the one side, which will give it that stiffness. But if you've got, we're going to have 4 layers of fabric, I don't think you're really going to need it. So come over to the ironing bit. Now, you know, with binding, you would fold it in half like that. Okay, and when you're making the bias binding, you then, on a smaller scale usually, you're going to fold into the middle. You're going to take your raw edges from each long side into the middle. Okay, like that. Nope. Now they're going to be up, and lots of them. So if your lines aren't straight, I wouldn't worry about it. We're doing it the Sarah way today. So we've got it like that. You're going to want to turn your short ends in. Now I've cut this at 10 inches because by the time you've folded your ends in, I'll cut it 10 by 5. So a layer cake, you could cut up a layer cake if you've got one sitting there and you'd rather have chains than not. You're going to fold the 2 pieces into the middle and then you're going to fold them again. Okay, and then iron it again. Any questions so far?
Sandra said, hello both, iPad broke, so my main computer know what on earth I'm doing. Don't know what on earth I'm doing.
She doesn't know what she's doing.
Yeah.
That's not new, Sandra. Okay. Joke. So I folded it all into the side. Now all you need to do now is just sew all the way around. This is really quick, guys, really quick. Now yeah, over there. Now I haven't put my 1/4 inch on. Just get myself all stuck.
Oop.
All right.
Yeah.
If I've just taken it down.
You've caught it.
It's McCarty. There you go. Is that all right? Okay. So I would. My knee. I don't know whether you lot are finding the change in weather on your joints, but coming over the hill. I'm still walking to work, by the way. Still walking to work. If anybody knows me, that is a big thing, and it's getting harder to get over that hill. It's like 1,500 steps, 1,500 steps, and I'm finding it really difficult. Now I've put my stitch length up, okay, because I'm top stitching. If you could do them all plain and variegate. There's no reason why you can't use your stitches to decorate them as well, instead of having fabrics that are highly decorated. You could use plains. You can use all your scraps. Now if you've cut it at 3, I'll show you what I did with the cutting it at 3. Oh, it's a bit too far. There you go. Back to this one again. Right. Okay. So because I did the lock stitch, I can just trim my threads off. So you can see, I mean, I've just left Sarah's grey on there. You can see how much it disappears into whatever you're using. I've just gone all the way round, and I just now have a very short strap. Okay, with your cam snaps. Now, if you haven't bought these are really worth buying. Once you've had a practice at it and played with it, they're really worth having. I did different colour on all of them. You can imagine how happy I was. Right, what colour are we going to do on there? I think a yellow one, an orangey yellow. So with the cam snaps, you need 2 of the like covers, and you need a female and a male bit. So you have to pick out 4 pieces like that. Okay, let's close that up because I've got a habit of spilling these things. Right, so you're going to fold it like that. Remember when you used to lick them and stick them together? So you're going to have that one that way round. Okay. And then you want the other one the other way round. So if you've got your flat piece that you see that way, you're going to want it to go on there that way. We should have a little box, you know, X marks the spot, and you say, right, you've got to keep it all between that bit there and that bit there. Right, I'm putting the male piece on there. Where's my doobry? So Sarah was showing you how to do them the other day. You've got like a cuppy bit there, and this flat piece sits in the cuppy bit like that. Now she was finding it difficult because she only had 9 fingers. Now the thing with it is you have to try and get the squash right in the first go, otherwise you just squash it. So take your hand the further down the pliers as you can and squash. Okay, and what it does is that as you push it, there's a metal piece in there. I don't know whether you can see a metal piece in there that squashes the middle, the pointy bit. So I'm going to put the female bit on there, lay it in the cup, and then squash. So you squash the pointy bit which holds in the other one, and there you have your paper chain. Look at that. There's another one done. So then you just, these are things that you can do with the kids. Just sit them there. They're like twiddle muffs. I mean, you could do them for people who are sat and they like to fiddle. Something that I've always wanted to do is a twiddle quilt rather than twiddle muffs. Right, so the crochet one, my little bag of tricks. This one has got all different colours in and different types of wool. So where are we going to go? We're going to go with a bluey colour, I think. There we go. So they're all different wools, and I'm going to choose the one that you can't find the end on, aren't I? So anybody there? Is there anybody coming up with some pearls of wisdom?
Jean said that she bought a cam snap 6 months ago. Used it yesterday for the first time.
I saw it. I saw that you'd done that. That was really cool.
And she says she's looking forward to doing the fabric trains to use them again.
Good. We're going to yeah, it's one of those things that you might not use for ages and ages, and then you come up with all these excuses to use them. Okay, so I'm going to chain 30, so keep talking to me, Drew.
I only said they tasted foul, but I don't know what that's 2. I can't find a comment.
9, 10. Well, don't eat the cam snaps. 12, 13, 14. Oh, drop that. So, what's everybody planning on making people for Christmas? We need ideas. I'm not doing this very well. I went and chose the thinnest piece of wool, ball of wool that I've got in that little bag. Right, okay. I don't know how many that is, but all I'm doing is to show you how to put them together. Do you find something?
Well, I flipped the camera by accident when I was trying to zoom in a little bit.
Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to just put it through like that. Okay, then you're going to slip stitch them together. Now I don't know whether it would be better to do a row and then slip stitch. I'm not doing this very well. Let's put in that on there. Right, so we're just going to slip stitch that so that they're together, and then you just crochet into it. It's going to be a very small one. Look at that. There was nowhere near 30. It wasn't until I thought about it, I thought, oh, I should have chained it for you ready. Okay, so you're just going to then do your treble.
Jill's making aprons and matching oven mitts.
Nice.
Jean has she's just started making Christmas fabric gift bags. Hopefully some Josie bags as a present for my friends.
Yeah, the Josie bag. Once you've done one, Jean, you're going to want to do more. Right, I'm really cocking this up as per usual. This is really bad wool to have chosen. I went for colour rather than consistency. So you would just then keep crocheting round But what I really wanted to show you, come up here, don't let them see my work. Come up here,
Yeah.
come up here. What I really wanted to show you was how you put it on. So you just crochet them together like that. But then the kids can't put them together. I also saw on the fabric ones, they put numbers so that you could put them together. There'd be a counting thing. You could put letters on them, make them wider. I don't particularly think they need to be any wider, but is that because I'm thinking about paper chains? You know, normal paper chains. So fabric ones, way to go. You can see that they're not too floppy. They're stiffer with the interfacing in, but if you don't have interfacing, they're perfectly fine without. The woolly ones, you could crochet them in a block, put them on, and then zip them up with a bit of slip stitching. That's it. It was a really easy peasy one. I'll try and come up with something more difficult next week. I won't be here on the Thursday. I'll be in somewhere in the week other than that. So I'll have a look and see what I can come up with. And Sian will put a post up tomorrow to let you know what we're doing. So that's me done. Well done to Claire Hodges. Go buy the wool and the hand stitching. Catherine Lum, you'll love it. You really will. I hope you're doing okay. So that's it. See you next week. Bye.